Pack leaders. So today we're going to be talking about how to lose weight with drinking kombucha tea. Now, I've always tried to. I've noticed, like, my stomach was just getting more and more folds over time. I'll be sitting on the can and be like, man, I got a bunch of pudge just just sagging, and I was like, this is not cool. And since I was carrying, I'd be, using my gun belt, and I'm on like the third loop. And over time, I just went to like fourth loop and then the fifth loop, and I was going on my sixth loop. I was like, what's going on? I was like, why am I losing all this weight all of a sudden? And, I realized, like, what was I doing any different? So the biggest thing I realized was that, I was drinking kombucha a lot more often. When kombucha is a fermented tea, there's a thing called a SCOBY that's in there that grows. It's like a probiotic bacteria, and it just loves sugar. It just consumes it like really fast. And so what I did was, like, I started brewing it. I mean, the first couple of weeks I didn't do it right, and it got moldy and all that stuff, so I had to toss it out and redo it. Eventually I got it right, and there's a couple of things that, I'm going to be teaching you guys so that you guys can do it right, so you don't get mold on your SCOBY. Also, what I do is, like, I don't really throw it out. I just keep building upon it. So I have like a really thick amount of SCOBY now on there, and it's like I'm brewing way faster now. It's like really strong. It won't taste like almost like beer eventually because it got so strong. It's kind of like a kombucha now, and it actually, it was really good. Like, it gets really fizzy, like really highly carbonated, and I would drink that before each meal, and after, during the meal, and after the meal. So it's like a great refreshing drink, especially for the summer and everything. You just keep it chilled, and instead of drinking, plain water, or, instead of doing soda, whatever, kombucha could be a great replacement for a fizzy type of drink that's also healthy for you. It also adds good bacteria to your intestines, and with that, it also detoxes you really well too, because you have good, really good gut health. On top of that, I've also cut out as much as I can refined bread, like refined flour, anything that's bread type of carbohydrates, like a processed carb. I would cut out. Now I would have rice, like brown rice, as a whole grain type of thing. So that's what I would do to replace that. And then I've cut out anything sweet that you eat, but you can totally eat sweets if you want to, as long as you drink kombucha before, after, and during your sweet. So let's say you have ice cream, just, after you're done with ice cream, just, pound the kombucha there, and the kombucha, you actually go in, just, eat of all that sugar that you just ate. So at least you get to enjoy it, but not have to pay for it. Uh, uh, Afterwards. And so sugar is really a really big enemy, the carbohydrates. And if you kind of watch some of the documentaries for sugar, it actually basically kind of gives you too much energy that your body has to, turn into fat as extra storage, and glucose is basically the energy that your body needs, and so, and the Atkins diet and all that stuff, where they just cut out all these carbs. Well, it's kind of like that, but why starve yourself of those carbs? Just let the SCOBY take care of that, or the kombucha. And at least you get to consume some of it, but at least you know, um, it'll go in and reduce the amount that you're actually intaking into your body. At least that's what I think is happening, and that's just from my experience. I'm not an expert or anything like that. I'm just sharing what I experienced. So give it a shot. So what I did was I went to Amazon. I bought myself a SCOBY kit to kind of start it off, and then I'm gonna be doing some videos when I do my next brew, on how I kind of start the process off. Now, on the first few times, you're probably gonna fail, and it might won't taste. It'll probably taste kind of sweet because the SCOBY isn't strong enough yet, and it's trying to, eat up all that sugar, but it's not potent enough to consume it that fast. So you'll have a nice sugary drink in the beginning, so enjoy it while you can. But over the weeks that you keep brewing over and over, it's gonna get stronger and stronger and stronger. And it took about maybe like the sixth or seventh week before it got really like good and fizzy. And because in the first week it'll be kind of flat and just like sugar water basically. And now it's like amazing. Okay, and actually it's pretty like like beer now. So I try not to brew it too long now. I just kind of throw it in, brew it real quick. Maybe instead of waiting a week to 10 days, I'll probably be done in like 2 to 3 days, and I can start cycling through. So I get more kombucha more frequently now. Okay. And then with my family during the day, we'll do a 1.5 mile walk. The key is not to kill yourself on a 1.5 mile, and start off something that you can do. If it's half a mile, just up and down the block, 1 mile, and just do a walk. I don't care like if you run or jog. If you can, great, do it nonstop. If you can, great. But all I care about is the consistency. It's just getting out there and just doing that with your family. Get the whole kids out there walking. Yeah, you're moving your body, you're working out, you're exercising. And that's all that is. And I think with that, it'll help increase your metabolism or whatever, and you know burn off whatever. And then once I get back with my family, then the whole family, I lead them through a sit-ups. They can do 5, 10. You can start with 5 and just add up, a little bit like little each week. You can add another 5 each week and start increasing it. So I'm up to like 50 sit-ups now and 50 push-ups. And I'll show you guys videos how we do push-ups with the baby and everything. We just kind of get the baby on there. That's extra weight, and we just kind of go with it. So everyone gets to participate in that, and it's kind of fun. So don't let kids or babies stop you. Just get them to participate with you, so you can also be a part of working out. Okay, so it should be like a group activity or family activity, so everyone else also stays healthy too. And you tell them about you can be strong, big muscles like dad. And they're like, all right. So then they it gets kind of a challenge, and of course kids always my daughter is kind of competitive, so she tries to like out sit up me or out push up me or whatever. So it's all good. And then other than that, that's pretty much it. So I just do those three things: eat, drink kombucha, do my 1.5 mile, 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and that's it. And so watch what you eat too. I try. And so eventually I don't overconsume. If, I know that there's times where it's so good, like I want to eat more, but also be conscious about that. Know your portion size, eat just enough, and because like right now when I consume too much, it just doesn't feel good after I eat all that food. Even though it's good, but then afterwards, like, oh, I shouldn't have eaten all that, and now I feel kind of like, you know, of course, just pound some more kombucha down and let it process, eat all that carbs, and be good to go. So I'm gonna provide some information below, so you can check it out. You actually don't need to buy from Amazon to get the kombucha. You can just go to any like Trader Joe's, Sprouts, or Whole Foods or whatever, and they have a kombucha section where you just get a bottle and just pour that onto your tea, your sweet tea, and just let it build up, and it'll actually form a SCOBY for you already. And that's you get a bottle for like $2 or $3 rather than buying a kit for $50, which then gets you this organic tea, organic sugar, your containers if you want it, the containers, and some labels and rubber bands or whatever, which you can probably just scrounge around the house. I did went to Ross to buy a refillable jar, so that when I do the kombucha, I can then just kind of open up a tap. It'll just flow right through, and then I can bottle real quick, and then just add more tea, and then it's done. I don't have to like kind of tip it over and all this stuff. It just makes life a little easier. And I'll show the jar in a little bit. Okay, so hopefully this has kind of give you guys a better idea what to get into, and it's really easy, like diet, I guess. Actually, it's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. You're gonna be drinking kombucha for the rest of your life, and just keep doing this consistently. And I think you're gonna lose some weight, and just still look young in your 36s. Maybe in 10 years we'll do an update and see what happened. I've still got the Asian youth going on, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. So you have a good one, and we'll see you in the next video.